Welcome to Simulator Adventures, and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Today I'm playing Convoy mode with the Grand Utopia map. I'm playing with SimulatedHeaven. This is our first time really playing this in Convoy mode, and we are absolutely loving the map. So yeah, are you looking forward to this perhaps a bit trickier journey? Yeah, we're gonna...
noticed actually, I just noticed over there's some like people having a conversation. The level of detail is...
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? The
Yeah.
level of detail in this map is great, and today we're going to be going up into the mountains a little bit. I'll just show you on the map. We've got some very complex corners coming up. I think it's in the mountains, I don't really know. We are kind of limited by your profile's XP, but we didn't really think about that, so that's, annoying, but understandable. And this truck doesn't have a sat-nav, come on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know. A Scania, as expensive as this, doesn't have a sat-nav. The thing about this game, though, is that a lot of these trucks are really old now. Like, they're 10 years old.
Haven't they added, like, the more up-to-date ones, though?
Yeah, but they can't remove the old ones. Although I wonder what... Because if you were like Scania, right, you'd want only your most modern trucks in the game, probably. Maybe, I don't know.
Probably.
But you can't remove them because people use them in their profiles, so...
Yeah, fair enough.
In 200 meters, turn left.
Right, we're coming off here. It looks like a two-way street or something. No, there's another road next to it. Okay. Oh, I went for red, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to have to wait now.
I'll slow down.
I'm stuck at a red light.
Look at some of the details in this town. So yeah, there's so many parked cars. There's a couple of mopeds there. Like, there's two mopeds in one spot, which is kind of a cool detail.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've got Jazzycat mods on as well. If you've seen my videos on the single player of this, we're using exactly the same mods. And we said last time when we played Convoy multiplayer that there weren't mod support, and there clearly is. Maybe they added it since we played that, but it's perfect. It's running well. We're really enjoying it.
We are.
Okay, I can see you back there.
So on the regular Euro Truck Simulator 2 maps, do they have a lot of people, like NPCs, walking around? Because I can see a lot in this.
They even have people walking dogs now.
Take the first exit.
Right, because I don't really remember seeing it a lot in the regular map.
I'm just going to spin around.
I'm seeing it a lot. Where are you going?
To wait for you, I was trying to spin around the roundabout.
Oh, sorry. Okay, then
but
I'm
that's fine.
now.
That's fine.
Ah, that's probably a bad thing.
No, it's fine. Have you got voice navigation on?
Excuse me, I haven't actually. I think I forgot to turn it on. What is that ahead? It looks like a telecom tower.
Yeah, it's a... I mean, in the UK, telecoms towers are like one shape, right? But I guess in the rest of the world... I mean, that looks like a very sort of... I don't know, Cold War radar kind of thing. I don't know, it's weird, right? Big concrete tower. So yeah, this map is 1:1 scale. We're heading up into the mountains.
At the roundabout, take the second.
We are, hopefully, if I can find all the right turns here.
And we were just saying earlier, maybe they should... Well, you were saying maybe they should concentrate on smaller maps, mod makers, because even though Pro Mods and Truck Sim map, which was the big one back in the day, I mean, Pro Mods is huge now, but Truck Sim map, it was like a 50-50 split, really, between those two maps back in the day. But they're trying to recreate a massive open world realistically, but this feels much better, really.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because if you're only focused on one island rather than a massive area, then they can add way more detail. They can make everything so realistic. Like, there's a guy over there that's taking a selfie and stuff.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
It just adds a lot more to the immersion.
Yes, it does.
So, yeah, I think that a lot of people that are making these kind of maps before, they almost saw it like an arms race. Who can do more of the world in a map, you know what I mean?
Yes.
If that makes any sense, but
No, exactly. It was a competition, right? Because in the early days, the Euro Truck in the early days, the Euro Truck Simulator 2 map vanilla was not great, especially before
Right.
they released the Going East. It was as good as it could have been for the time, but you know, there were those horrible junctions where you don't know which lane you're meant to go in, even though in real life they never have those, and they're like everywhere. But Pro Mods came along and kind of changed that, and then I actually think that Euro Truck Sim, the SES software hired Pro Mods developers. So
Oh, really? Okay, interesting.
they've learnt a lot from the actual mod creators.
Yeah.
So
Oh, there's a big chair in the middle of this roundabout, randomly.
oh yeah. Well, I read something about French motorways that they're so boring. There's some kind of initiative in France to put weird objects and art sculptures in the center of the central reservation at the side to kind of keep drivers awake. I don't know if that's true, but there are certainly a lot of like monuments at the side of French roads and stuff. So
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Interesting, an interesting idea.
Exit ahead.
Allegedly.
allegedly, yeah. You have to take these things with a pinch of salt, right?
You do. Oh, looks like we're going by the port.
Yeah, this is a nice looking sort of... You see there's a ferry there and you can get onto it, so I'm just wondering where that ferry even goes. Oh, it just takes you across the harbour. Right, so you could go on the coastal road, on like mountain road we're going on now, or take the ferry.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks nice. So what kind of a truck are you in?
I am in a Mercedes.
Ooh.
A green Mercedes.
I used to love Scanias, but I've kind of gone off them.
Really? How come?
You get bored of the same interior.
Suppose, yeah, fair point.
Even though I like the trucks a lot, I've kind of just got bored of them. And I don't like the newest one, because it's got a really flat-looking front. I don't know if you've seen it.
Right. I don't remember offhand. Maybe if I saw it, I would remember.
So,
But, you know, I mean, a truck's a truck, isn't it, really? There's
Yeah.
not a massive difference.
whoa! Okay, I took that way too fast.
Are you still behind me? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We've got realistic physics on, and I just took a
At the roundabout, take the
speed
second
hump
exit.
way too fast, and the truck went flying.
Yeah, you can see how I'm going, like, really slowly here.
So I'll leave
Use the
maybe
exit.
not links to all of them, but I'll leave a oh, actually I could link the donkey pack, couldn't I?
Yeah,
I
donkeys.
I'll leave links and information about the mods, because we've got quite a few. I wouldn't say it's heavily modded, but it's moderately modded. So yeah.
I think you have to be very careful, because if you add loads of mods, it starts to affect the performance. You start to get crashes, don't you? So
Yeah.
you kind of, that's the problem when you start adding mods. It's very easy, right, to get overexcited
Yes.
and start adding all the mods, and then you end up with a very unstable game.
So this is the kind of thing I think this map does really well. Just a long road where you think you are literally just driving into infinity. Like, in Euro Truck Sim, everything seems to be compact and condensed. Like a long straight road, you can see the end of it when you're on it. Whereas with this one, you can't.
Yeah, fair point.
Like, I was driving through a forest the other day in this map, and it went on for ages. Like, ages and ages. It was like, wow. Yeah, this is what forests are like in real life. You know, it's
Yeah.
like...
I quite like using the bonnet cam when I'm in an interesting scenery, because you can see the scenery way, way better.
To be fair, I have track IR, so it's
In
kind of...
200 meters, turn right.
Yeah, you probably can't do that then.
Yeah.
But for me, I quite like having the bonnet cam.
So it looks like this is the start of the mountains.
Turn right.
Yep. The only issue is I can't see if my indicator's on. So if it's on, just let me know.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's
If
on.
I accidentally leave it on.
Still on.
Is it the right one that's on?
Yeah.
Okay, it should be off now.
You know,
Actually, I was going to have a look. I was going to have a look if there's a mod that does something with indicators so that I can see if the indicators are on when I'm in
right.
external views.
Like a UI thing.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool. Oh, we're going to a tunnel.
So there's a company that I think they're called SimPanel, who make button boxes for sim games, right?
Yeah.
And they make one for Euro Truck, and it's got like a key you have to turn the engine on.
Oh, really?
Stuff like that.
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
yeah. But I was wondering, there aren't many like truck sim wheels anymore. Like the wheels all seem to be dedicated just to racing, right? So I was wondering, like, why don't they build like a car and truck sim wheel where you've got indicator stalks and wiper stalks and, you know, and then a key switch? And that I think that would sell really well, to have like just a normal driving dedicated wheel that they sold.
Yeah, they did have a farm sim wheel for a while. I don't know if they still have that, but I just think the problem is, whoops, I think the problem is it's already a niche market, and you're then making an extra segment in an already very niche market.
You're right, yeah. Well, that's. So, but I was just thinking that SimPanel is selling enough of those American truck sim button boxes to, you know, keep going.
Yeah, but I would imagine a button box is quite easy to get up and running, but like a steering wheel with indicators and stuff, the indicators, if they're not very well made, will start to break and all that. Yeah. So I think it's probably a little bit more complex than we appreciate. Maybe.
Yeah, you're probably right. Well, I looked up one of them once on eBay, and it just says that it literally just remaps the buttons to a keyboard key, which doesn't really work for me.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea. I mean, and I do think that these games have become a lot more mainstream, but not enough, I think, for it to warrant a whole wheel, right?
Oh my, look at this road.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
I'm behind a AMG Mercedes who's going pretty slow.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
That's not very realistic, is it?
No, they would be off, really.
Yeah, pretty much.
Although it is 50 kph down here. No, he's going so slow. Come on, he's in a C63 AMG. It's got like 600 horsepower or whatever, and I'm behind him in the truck. Although, to be fair, I've probably got 600 horsepower. Yeah, I'm going for it.
Yeah, overtake him.
Yeah, faster than you. And why do all those Mercedes, they're always silver? Like, Mercedes don't have very interesting colours for their cars, do they?
Whoops,
oh, whoops. You hit something.
Sorry about that. That's the slight issue with using external cameras.
Did you hit one of the bollards? Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. Here we go. So now we're going into the mountains, right? I think this is a good route. I think I picked a good one.
I think you did.
Because we were kind of complaining that, well, I was kind of complaining that because we've only got the minimum distance level for experience points, that kind of constricted us to the cities. Because we hadn't, I hadn't discovered anything outside of the cities, and these places are at least 20 kilometers away from the city. So we literally couldn't, you know, go out of the city.
Yep.
The roundabouts are quite interesting on this.
They are.
They are like all custom. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, like, whoever made this, it must have taken them a very long time.
Yeah, 2018 they started, so they've, I guess, been. Well, I said to you the other day they have a Patreon So they're being supported
Yeah.
by people who love the map, and there's like probably the longest bridge I've ever seen in this game on the northeast side of the map that I had a look in free cam view. And it's extending to this bit which is like the mainland, I guess. And that's like 3 times the size as this, but not as detailed, but still 1-to-1, if you see what I mean. So they are being supported by people. They're still actively developing this. The latest update was like less than a month ago. And I hope that through this profile, we'll be able to come back to this again and again.
Yeah.
I'm getting kind of vibes of the Italy map in BeamNG from this.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to say it definitely makes a change from the kind of maps you would be using in the regular Euro Truck Simulator, or even in American Truck Simulator. You know, it's a fair big change, which is nice, right?
Well, I was thinking this morning, they haven't been specific about American Truck Simulator. They haven't said USA Truck Simulator. So we could have Mexico and Canada come to the game.
Suppose, yeah.
Because in the old 18 Wheels of Steel games, they had Mexico and Canada, at least little bits of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I bet the detail in that was amazing, right?
Yeah, everything was very flat in that game. But, you know, it was such a long time ago, and we think truck sims are niche now. I would actually argue they're probably not that niche now, really. They're kind of mainstream in terms of PC gaming. I think Euro Truck Sim is a mainstream game now. But back then, and even 10 years ago before this game came out, look at these corners. They were I mean, they were lucky to probably sell 100,000 copies.
Yeah.
Now this is exactly the kind of thing I was hoping for this journey.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? I was going to ask you, so if you've played 18 Wheels of Steel, did you ever play that other one, Rig and Roll?
I did, and I played it on my old YouTube channel way back in the day, which is so embarrassing now. But it was weird because it was released in about 2011, and I played it in about 2013, and it was set in 2014, and everyone had holograms. It was really weird, and there was like, "Hey, buddy, can you deliver my TV for me?" I was like, "What? I'm a trucker. I don't want to just take your TV." It's like, and there were like weird looking people at the side of the road, and you know, it's kind of. The one thing I did like about it was that when you stopped at a service station, you actually spent time, like, I think, looking after yourself, like having a meal and stuff. I think you couldn't see it happening, but when you stopped, it said having a coffee or something like that, which I thought was quite interesting. So, you know, I could see that. I think it was just California, the map. They were trying to do something a bit different to what was out there already. The graphics at the time were much better than Euro Truck Sim 1, to be fair.
Yeah.
But it was just a bit cringy, a bit forceful, and a bit badly made, really.
Yeah, I mean, it actually had voice acting, like a truck simulator with voice acting, and I think they had some kind of storyline, didn't they? And I think they had some kind of social element where you could make friends with people or something. I don't remember; it was such a long time ago. But you know, they had some interesting ideas, but it was just not very well implemented.
So, did you ever do that on your YouTube channel?
I don't think I did. I can't remember if I played that one actually.
Because
on the YouTube, I mean.
There aren't many videos of it online. It seems to be quite a forgotten game now.
But big surprise there.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I was playing that Sailwind game the other day, and we've talked about that a bit. I wouldn't have thought that I'd be interested in that, because I played other sailing games before and I found them really boring. But if the game is well made, and you can tell that they've put love and attention into it, a boring task becomes fun.
Yeah.
Because it's just like such a novel experience.
I think that for me it's also about the realism. If it's realistic, if they've added realistic elements that makes it more immersive, that's what I like.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that was quite an interesting mountain pass, but looks like we're coming up to flatter ground now. Or maybe we're at the top of the hill.
Yeah. Got some big corners though still to
Yeah.
navigate.
Luckily, there's not much coming the other direction.
Yeah, that does help.
So what do you think? One more journey after this?
Sure, why not?
Hopefully we'll get some good pay from this. But the thing is, like I said to you before, you don't get much pay because of the kilometer distances are quite low.
Yeah.
But, you know, you can still get the loan and stuff. So it just means you can't pay off your loan as quickly, that's all.
Yeah.
I think it also extends playtime on this map, right? Because if you were earning millions on this map, you probably wouldn't stay on it for long.
Yeah.
But they've created this map as like a new experience, like a new thing to dedicate your time on in this game.
Yeah. I think as well it's not that bad using the quick job vehicles, right? Because you don't have to go that fast, you know, because there's so many corners and stuff. You don't go that fast, really.
No.
So I don't see a big deal in just using the quick job. Or it's to go on a bike.
Oh, yeah.
At the roundabout.
See, that's the kind of detail that is so good.
Yeah. Exactly.
That you don't see enough in the... I mean, I'm guessing that is there are people riding the bikes in the default game, but you don't see them very often.
Use the exit ahead.
Yeah.
Where's he
It's
gone?
kind of like earlier, right? What I was saying earlier, like, I don't really remember seeing
Turn right.
people walking around like NPCs in the regular game.
Right.
But it must exist. It's just, you know, I didn't realise. But in this, I realise a lot faster. I think it's just better done, maybe. Uh-oh, there's a truck coming. Sorry, mate. I'm like the worst driver in the world here. I'm using a Steam controller, that's why. I bet you're not using a Steam controller.
Yeah, true.
Oh, yeah, this is pretty cool. Well, and I seem to remember years ago, whenever you went into any built-up area in this game, it would stutter a bit, wouldn't it? It would have loading issues.
As things loaded, yeah.
But
there is popping
like,
on this.
Yeah, but yeah, I did see a bit of popping, but it's not too bad.
No.
It's kind of bearable. Because I think, like you were saying earlier, the view distance on the map seems pretty good, right? So, oh, there's a guy in an electric wheelchair.
Oh, wow! I've never seen that before.
I mean, the detail here is crazy. There's like a boatyard or like a boat on a trailer over there and stuff. It's like insane amount of detail, which really adds to the realism and the immersion, right? When you're playing these kind of games, that's exactly what you want.
And like the amount of cars in the car parks and stuff, and
yeah. Well, and there's vehicles that are parked up.
Yep.
At the side of the road, which again I don't remember seeing that in the other regular maps. Maybe I just missed it, but
I mean, this is meant to be like a business park, isn't it? Like a sort of a industrial centre.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I've started playing City Skylines again because they released a few new DLC I wanted to check out.
Funny you should say that. I was having a look at that today and wondering whether I should buy DLC. Because that's a game that I did get into a little bit, but this is going to be hard.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is going to be rock hard. There's cars on the side of the road and there's bollards. I got no chance. I think I'm going to have to go the wrong side of the road. Otherwise, there's no way I'm going to do this.
You just
bollards.
Missed
that. Yeah.
Bollards, it sounds like a curse word.
Exactly. No, there would have been no way that I would have been able to make it on the right side there.
Am I going to scrape? I just made it past. Oh, That was difficult. Okay.
You have arrived at your destination.
So yeah,
Go on then.
it's a mixture
Yeah.
of in-game and map mod trailers and Jazzycat ones, because what they've done is the guy who's made the map has used people's virtual trucking company logos for trailers. So that creates like an in-game universe, I suppose, of like fake but realistic looking trucking companies.
Yeah.
And it also, I guess, it might have been even a Patreon reward, who knows? Like, give this amount of money to me and I'll make your trucking company in the game.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, wrong button. Let's remember the right button. That would help.
Here we go.
Right then.
Oh, not quite. I was so close.
Yeah, I'm still level 1. Pretty. But that's okay. I think the 20
That was a long
kilometers
journey.
is enough to do okay, isn't it?
I'm level 4 now.
Lucky
So
you.
I won't do high value or fragile cargo yet, because
Right.
I don't think you'll be able to unlock them, right?
Probably not.
So I'll do eco. No, I won't do eco driving because you don't need it on this map. Okay, so let's pick another job. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and check out these videos for more content. Also remember to join my Discord server from the link in the description.